Hello friends, welcome to Life and Creativity. Today we will see how to create this lovely neck piece. For that I need this molded which comes in small packets, cost around 20, and you have two pieces on that which you have to mix them together. It builds a very nice dough which will become the base for our neck piece. You need to mix it well, and once you mix it you will get a fine dough like this. And then I'm using resin mold here, and choose two shapes, and I have some old resin pieces made earlier, a heart and a star. I'm going to use them. So first I put the molded onto the molds of resin molds. Basically you can even use your hand and give it a heart or the other shape as well. It does not really matter, it can still work well. And you can then choose your colors and color it. I'm just putting resin, star and heart, but you can use anything to decorate it. It takes normally 90 minutes to get dry, and once it's dry it's really became harder. So you can see I'm just placing the star and the heart. Now we have to make the beads for the base, and for that I've taken a stick and I've just rolled the molded and just put them around the stick like this, so that you can cut them in equally, and then you can make the beads equal size, and it also gives you the hole in between to get the thread passed through. And you have to do it slowly and nicely. And remember that you have just around 90 minutes to do it, so you better mix the mold it in a proportion if you're gonna take longer time, otherwise it will all become hard. So keep that in mind, and then this is going to take a bit of time to do it one by one. So here I've taken a knife, I'm going to cut and take the piece out. Depends on your choice, you can make it. You can also even give some texture to it by using some sort of stick on the above. If you want to make some kind of dots or kind of lines on them, they can do it. Important part is that maintain the shape and give a clear finishing. So once I've taken this out, I'm just giving the clear finish on the edges so that the holes looks nice. And then once you are completed giving the shape, you also ensure that you pass through the stick or something inside so that the hole does not get blocked. Use your hands to make it smooth and keep it round. Now I'm just passing through this to ensure that the hole is not blocked and it has enough space for the thread to go on. Now here we go, this is ready. Like this we have to make all of those one by one. Let me show you another one. I'm just cutting down. We have to create, I'm just keeping 12 beads for each of it. So here you can see I've kept it. I've used some talcum powder so that they does not stick to each other. Now I have to allow them to get dry along with the necklace part, the pendant. So once they are dry, we have to just color them, and then it should be ready. So now I have colored one of them. I'm making two, so one of them I've colored yellow and pink is what I choose to color it. And then the beads I put in white coat first, then a yellow coat, and then top of that I've just touched them with the pink color. So this is how it looks. It's very beautiful. And to put them in between, and now for this one I've chosen the blue color, and then I have to color this beads and this with the blue. And I'm going to mix two colors. One is the deep blue colors and the light blue colors, so that it give a contrast feel of it. Put them gently because if you are putting some like I put a star here, if you're putting something there, then just ensure that your color does not bleed over them. It's up to you. You can use all of your creativity to do it, whichever way you wanted to do it. But the important part is you have to be careful when you do. You can see here I've split it into two colors, and then I've applied it blue, light blue and the dark blue. Now I'm painting the beads. I'm applying light blue color on that. Then I'll give some shades on them with a dark blue color. You have to turn it around and do it, so you have to give some time. Once you have painted one side, wait for it to get dry, then you turn it around and color the other side, but ensure that all the sides are well colored. Also remember that the first coat should be a white coat, otherwise it will not look nice. Now you can see it's colored, it dried, and it looks nice. Now I have to give a shade to the beads so that they also looks nice. Even you can leave it in the same color also, they still looks nice, but I thought of giving some shade, so I'm just using the dark blue color to give some lines around. At times it could be difficult. I have just tried to do it like this, but you can take a stick, put them into the stick, and then you can do it. That way it is much easy to color it, because they will be keep moving around. Now I have colored all of the beads, you can see here, and I have to now put them into the thread. To keep this beads separated from each other, I'm going to use straws, the home straws, and then I'm going to cut them in small pieces, which I'm going to put in between the beads to keep them separated from each other, and also making it a little longer. I've used a red thread, but you can use any of the thread. Now here you can see I've tied the rope in the necklace, and then I have also put the beads and pieces of straw in between. Remember, the first bead and the last bead, don't put a straw. The blue ones we're going to use for the blue ones, so I've got the blue pipe straws in the small pieces, and I've created it here. You can see I put them into the thread, I've tied them, and this is looking very beautiful. One more work was left is the burnish it. Now I've just burnished, and you can see after burnishing it's giving a shine, and it is looking wonderful. You can gift it. It is a very wonderful item for kids. I've created it for my daughter. You can gift it to anybody you love. Thank you for watching Life and Creativity. Do subscribe, like and comment.